Today's our topic is a poem. We are going to read a poem. The name is Risks, written by Janet Rand. Before reading any poem or before reading this poem, we must know some important facts, important points about this poem. And in the important facts and poem, one thing is central idea or theme of the poem. What is the central idea and theme of the particular poem? We must know. Second and important thing we are going to discuss is explanation. There are four parts in explanations. First thing we write during explanation is reference, then context, then explanation, and the last one is critical notes, or we can say special notes. So in reference we include the name of poem, name of poet, like these lines have been taken from the poem, and the poet is composed is name of poet. And second thing, context. In context we include stanza, themes, and what the poet want to convey in particular lines, what is the poet want to say, we include in the context. Third and important thing is explanation. In explanation we explain everything given in the stanza line by line and point to point. Last and fourth thing is critical notes or special points about the poem. First thing we must include is figure of speech. If we know what figure of speech are used in the particular stanza, then we write that in this stanza the figure of speech is used. Second thing we can write in critical notes is language, the skill of language, like it's lucid language, it's very comprehensive, and anything special we want to include we can include here. So this is our poem Risks. And here we discuss about the theme, message, central idea, what message the poet want to convey in this poem. So in this poem, point want to convey a message that we must take risks. Risk must be taken. Without risks we are nothing. We cannot achieve anything in our life. So risk must be taken. So this is all about risks in this poem. This poem is a motivational, inspirational poem. It's inspire us to take risk, to get opportunities. If we talk about the human life, it's full of risks. There is lots of risk in life. There is lots of sorrow in human life. There is lots of pain, suffering in human in our life. there is lots of danger as well. Dangers. But second other thing is adventure, opportunities we get when we take risks. It increase our encouragement, help us to take risk and get opportunities, adventure in our life. So now we are going to explain line by line. First line of the poem is to laugh is to laugh is to risk appearing the fool. We cannot laugh everywhere. If we do so, people may think about that a particular person is foolish. Second thing, to weep is to risk appearing sentimental. We cannot weep everywhere. If we do so, it's appear looks like that you are sentimental, emotional type of a person. So both in laughing and weeping there is risk in our life. Third line of the poem, to reach out, turning out to help, come forward to help other means reach out. To reach out for another is to risk involvement. If we help someone, if we come forward to help someone, there is risk, and risk is people may think that you too are involved in this case. Involvement's risk. To expose feeling is to risk exposing your true self. If you are going to expose your feelings, expose your ideas, plans, heart out, there is risk that you are going to expose yourselves. You are going to tell the peoples that what you are. To place ideas and dreams before a crowd is also risk being called naive. What's the meaning of naive is without any experience, lack of knowledge is naive. To place idea dreams, if we suggest something, place our ideas before someone's, show them our dreams, then people may think about us that you are naive. There is lack of experience, lack of knowledge in yourself. So this is the first stanza. If we are going to explain, then first of all we will write the reference. In reference we write that these lines have been taken, or these lines have been occurred from the poem titled named Risks. This poem is composed by Janet Rand. This poem is written by Janet Rand. Second thing, context. In context we write this is the first stanza of the poems. In this stanza the poet tells us different kinds of actions and risk involved in it, and again explanations and critical notes that the language given in this stanza is very lucid, easy to understand, etc. Let's move to the second stanza of the poem that start from to love is to risk not being loved in return, to live is to risk dying. If you love someone, it's risk that you will not get love in return. To live is to risk dying. If you live, then there is risk that you will die one day. To hope is risk disappear. To try is risk failure. So try failure risk. But at the end of the stanza, the poet says that risk must be taken. It's a necessary part of human life because the greatest hazards means danger in our life is not to take a risk. So risk must be taken. Last stanza, concluding lines of the poem: do nothing, has nothing, is nothing, becomes nothing. So here nothing words create a rhyming scheme. So figure of speech, rhythm and rhyme is used here. They may avoid suffering and sorrow, but they cannot learn, feel, change, grow, love, live. Poet says that some peoples do not who does not take risk in their life, that and by doing this they avoid their sufferings, their sorrow, but they cannot learn, they lose lots of things. Chained by their certitude, they are slaves, they have forfeited their freedom. Here chained by means bound, restricted by their certitudes. So there is certainty in their lives, they depends on their fate, they are slaves. They forfeited, surrender their freedom, they surrender their independence, they cannot enjoy their freedom, they cannot take decisions. Persons who does not take risk. Only a person who risk is truly free. So here poet tells us about the true means of freedom. True means of freedom is to take risk, get opportunity and prove yourself. Only a person who risks is truly free. Poet says that the person who take risk is in the real meaning independent and enjoy their life. So this is our poem Risks. Hope you enjoy. So one thing the poet tells us that the certainty and security in our life is barriers to us. Certainty and security doesn't give us opportunities and adventures, and without taking risks we cannot face the reality of life, the true adventures and opportunities. So risk must be taken. We can't stop laughing, we can't stop weeping, we can't shedding tears just that what people will think about us. So we should not worry about what the people will think about yourself. Our life cannot be risk free. Hope you enjoy the poem. Thanks for watching.